Ladies and gentlemen, why is William Ruto scared? Because according to information which I started receiving yesterday, and today Robert Alai shared and others also shared, is that William Ruto withdrew the security detail of Uhuru Kenyatta. Why would he withdraw the security details of Uhuru Kenyatta, if indeed that's true? This is what Robert Alai posted, that sources within the security structures have revealed to me that the security detail of former President Uhuru Kenyatta has been withdrawn. The security detail was withdrawn yesterday. No reason was given for the withdrawal. Now, what I got is slightly different from this. What I got was that the security details were actually replaced. That the ones who were serving Uhuru Kenyatta were told, please report to the headquarters. And the new ones were then assigned to come and guard Uhuru Kenyatta. And Uhuru Kenyatta told them, I don't want. But again, we are not going to discuss that right away. Tune in for my next analysis, which I'm going to give you details about this issue of security details of the former president. For now, I want us to look at the shocking truth behind Uhuru Ruto escalating feud. Why do you think the two are currently bitter with each other? Why do you think so? Because last week, something which is strange happened in Mount Kenya. At least 3 senators got the guts and attacked Uhuru Kenyatta, a man who was their leader for 10 years. Actually, not 10 years. Uhuru Kenyatta became a leader in the mountain in 2002 when he first contested for the presidency. In 2007, Uhuru Kenyatta was a hero in the mountain. In 2013, Uhuru Kenyatta was the anointed one in the mountain. In 2017, Uhuru Kenyatta was actually voted by those same people 2 times. But now, for the first time, we are seeing leaders, senators elected by the people in the mountain, standing up to tell Uhuru this one.
For avoidance of doubt, we are united in what we are saying. We are demanding the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta. He had his power time, he misused it, and we are going after him. Not after his personal businesses. We are going after the fact that he has been avoiding paying taxes. And if you listen to Raila speak, you'll hear Uhuru Kenyatta. The first thing that is pushing that people, Kenyans, will not pay taxes. We want to tell Uhuru, we know he's avoiding to pay the 1.2 billion that he was supposed to pay after having brokered the license.
And yesterday, you also saw how Kimani Ichung'wah addressed Uhuru Kenyatta. Those leaders from the mountain cannot do that without express authority from William Samoei Arap Ruto. So what's really the truth behind the escalating feud between these 2 gentlemen? Before we go further, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or 2, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. I want to thank you, and let us get back to business. Why do you think Ruto and Uhuru are currently not seeing eye to eye? As a matter of fact, these 2 people will meet next weekend in game when the burial of Professor George Makoha will be taking place. But why do you think the 2 gentlemen are currently bitter? Because nobody, in fact, if we were in this country in 2017 and 2013, nobody would have imagined that Uhuru and Ruto were going to fall out. But of course, in politics, you can't rule out any possibility. So they fell out, and Ruto became the president of the Republic of Kenya. But nobody expected William Ruto to go after Uhuru Kenyatta the way he's going, trying to withdraw the security. Again, talking about Kenyatta's tax evasion, and basically trying to provoke Uhuru Kenyatta, despite that the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta has been silent. Why do you think? What is the cause of this? Number 1, in my view, is revenge. There is always this story that William Ruto is a very vengeful man. That is very vengeful. He's been trying to hide it, but it can't be hidden anymore. William Ruto is revenging on Uhuru Kenyatta. Because William Ruto supported Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013 and in 2017. He expected Uhuru Kenyatta to support him. Uhuru Kenyatta did not support him. In fact, William Ruto became the president of the Republic of Kenya without the support of Uhuru Kenyatta. So William Ruto is still very bitter up to this stage. That there are certain things which Uhuru Kenyatta did to him, some of them we might not know. And based even on his tone and everything, you can clearly tell that he is very bitter. So it's the revenge mission. Ruto is revenging. So that's the first reason why the bitterness is escalating. Number two is business interest. Let's face it, the Kenyatta family is one of the richest families we have in this country today. No doubt about that. Again, the other fact we can't deny is that William Ruto is also one of the richest individuals in this country. We saw William Ruto single-handedly funding his campaign successfully. There is something which someone told me that when he was still close to Ruto, there is something which he used to be told, that William Ruto has only one vision in this country. And this vision is to reach the level of wealth of the Kenyattas and Mois. So William Ruto wants a situation where at any given point, he's talking with at the same level with Moi and the Kenyattas. Remember, the Kenyattas made their money since independence. Ruto's money came just the other day from 1992. But he wants to be at the same level with them. And because he can't do that, the only sensible thing for him to do is to frustrate the Kenyatta's family. Right now, William Ruto has flooded the market with milk from Uganda. He has flooded the market with eggs from Uganda. Anything the Kenyattas are producing, William Ruto is flooding. He has already transferred the dry port in Naivasha back to Mombasa. And if you look at some sectors, for example, he's planning to sell Kenya Airways. There are those who tells me that Kenya Airways is one of the companies where the Kenyatta's family have a lot of interest. Now you are also seeing him targeting Safaricom. He has actually placed this man as the chair of Safaricom. Why do you think he has done that? Because this is the story of Moi, Mobitelea, if you understand that story. So basically because of business interest. In the energy sector, William Ruto is trying to kick out the Kenyatta family from those businesses. And because he's trying to do this, he must fight them. So far, the Kenyatta family are yet to respond. But let us wait and see how they are going to respond to Ruto. Number three is the 2027 election. If you look at the 2027 election, it's actually going to be a rematch. There was this story that 2027 election was not really a Ruto-Raila contest. It was Uhuru-Ruto contest. Now we are going to have a rematch in 2027. Ruto defeated Uhuru. And Uhuru is promising Ruto that let's meet. And that's why you've heard with your own ears Kenya Kwanza and William Ruto blaming and accusing Uhuru Kenyatta of sponsoring Mandamano, of sponsoring Raila Odinga's rallies. Because it's like he understands that Uhuru is going to spend his last penny in 2027 just for the revenge that you defeated me. I'm going to try and defeat you. Just like in the US, when Trump beat Obama, Obama told him, okay, let's have a rematch. And Obama beat him. So that's what Uhuru is actually planning. And you're going to see a more forceful Uhuru moving forward. So it's about the 2027 election. Number 5 is Mount Kenya politics. And Mount Kenya politics is coming in so many ways. William Ruto managed to win the presidency by inciting the mountain against Uhuru Kenyatta. Right now, Uhuru Kenyatta is no longer the president of the Republic of Kenya. So if Uhuru Kenyatta were to disappear from the political scene, then it means the mountain might have a different thought because they can't be incited against someone else. But now Ruto wants still the Mount Kenya. So what he's doing is now inciting the mountain I mean, is inciting the mountain against Uhuru by trying to paint Uhuru as someone who is not paying taxes. You know, why would, for example, senators from the mountain attack Uhuru Kenyatta while Uhuru Kenyatta is out of power? Why do you think they would do that? It's because of Mount Kenya politics. There's a fear that if it's not well managed, then the mountain might drift back to Uhuru. And for Ruto to succeed, he must maintain the same tempo. And lastly, Raila factor. You know, Raila is a constant factor here. There's Ruto, then there is Uhuru. Ruto believes very strongly that Uhuru is the man behind Raila Odinga's current strength. That is Uhuru is funding it. And because he believes it's Uhuru, is going out for Uhuru Kenyatta. William Ruto is going to go for Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't know what Uhuru Kenyatta is going to do, but he's going to do it because of Raila Amolo Odinga. So let us wait and see how things are going to unfold. But again, you can also say that the feud is actually escalating because of the dynasty versus the hustler. You know, William Ruto sold the hustler narrative to poor people. He's now in power, he can't sustain that hustler narrative. So which means something has to be done. So for him to do this, he must now bring up the issue of dynasty. That Uhuru Kenyatta is not paying tax, Moi is not paying tax. Remember, these guys have not been paying taxes since 1969. William Ruto just woke up the other day to realize that these guys are not paying tax. His main motive is simple. William Ruto wants to continue sustaining the hustler versus dynasty narrative. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your comments, whether it's going to succeed or not. Thank you guys, and also I'll be glad to read your comments. What do you think is the truth behind the escalating feud between these two gentlemen in the comment section? Bye-bye for now.